What's up, good people? Welcome back to Four Titles, One Truth. It's your boy Tommy here.
And I'm Lance. Thanks for having me back, Tommy. I
Hey,
appreciate it.
man, you,
All right. So
you the man.
today we're answering a question that some people may still wonder: do real men cook?
What kind of silly old question is that?
Hey, man, gotta
But
ask.
we're gonna answer it. I got you. But as a single dude, you got some opportunities. You got some choices.
True.
It's either McDonald's
Oh,
or spaghetti.
those are two choices for sure.
Hey, you're young. You don't know no better. And I hate to say it, but more times than not, for me, McDonald's won.
Yeah, I hear you, but something shifted over the years.
Yeah.
Just look at the Food Network. Men all over the kitchen.
That's true. That's true.
Grilling, sauteing,
true.
baking. Sometimes even out cooking their wives.
I ain't making that claim, but you know. So,
Sometimes.
so let's just talk about it and discuss what that says about masculinity, what that says about family, and what that says about love.
Okay.
So let's get into it,
All
man.
right. So, growing up, who did the cooking in your house, and did that teach you about a man's role in the kitchen?
Yes, and it was my mom. All right, I answered those backwards, but um, I can tell you, our family, our parents were born in the 40s and earlier, and the expectation of their relationship was that mom was a stay-at-home mom and dad was the breadwinner.
The provider.
Yeah, so that was the traditional role. So my mom, she cooked all of our dinners, all of our breakfasts. She made every lunch that we had. She was there all the time. If she wasn't at home, we were with her at church. so, so yeah, the only time my dad cooked is when he was just, well, I won't even say cooking. The only time he did stuff was when he wanted some potted meat. you know, or what's them little wiener dogs?
The Vienna sausages.
Yeah, Vienna
Yeah.
sausages, because he'd do his potted meat. He'd mix it with some Miracle Whip, and then use crackers. Yeah, I love. To this day, I love. I don't eat it like I used to, but I love potted meat. I don't know why, because I don't really know what's in it. But anyway, so that was the example, was that the woman was traditional
Okay.
in
Well,
the old world sense.
that's fair. I mean, it's same. It was the same in my house. To a point, a
Right.
year or whatever, because my mom started working as a nurse.
Okay.
She went back to school and got her
That's what I was gonna say.
RN degree.
You
Yeah.
remember her going back to school?
hmm
Oh wow.
I remember going to her graduation when she graduated.
You was
all of
proud.
stuff.
Go,
It
mommy.
was because they had to, and then it was like because back then they had to have like the whole nurse uniform
Yeah.
on with the hat.
Yeah.
And, I mean they.
And the shoes.
So I remember all of
White
that.
stockings?
Yep, I remember. And I also
Wow.
remember that's when we started. Say me and my siblings
Things
started
changed.
learning how to cook some. I mean, and it's like we were. Shoot, man. I would say I was probably about 8. You know.
Really? When your mom went back?
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, I mean, so well, by the time she graduated, I was probably about 8. So that's when we started cooking. Well, that's when I first remember starting to cook.
Your dad was a teacher at that time?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was a educator. Yep. He was.
Wow.
Was he teaching? Or was he? He was. Yeah, I think he was teaching, or he might have been a vice principal and a athletic director, something
Okay.
about that time.
Okay.
But
Okay.
coaching and doing. But yeah, he was teaching. He's in education.
So did your dad cook?
No, very little. I mean, I'm trying to think what my father did. No.
You
He
know
might have
what's
did some
crazy?
hamburgers or something.
See,
Then barbecue and
that's
that.
what I was about to say. The
Yeah.
same. My
Then
dad.
barbecue.
I'm from Ohio, so it's not like barbecuing is non-existent there. But our
No, yeah,
family,
some good
my
barbecues.
dad and my mom, nobody barbecued in our house. My grandfather, well,
Uh-huh.
he's technically my step grandfather, but
Okay.
he was my grandfather. He was the one that was married to my grandmother
Okay.
until they passed. But he used to grill like he could cook a steak. He used to Like he used to fry stuff in a
Hmm.
frying pan on a grill. So
That
he
was
was a professional.
yeah. That was my uncles. My uncle Leroy and
Mm.
Uncle Robert. They
So
did all the yeah. They
yeah,
barbecue. So it was like if my father would buy the meat and then we
he wasn't cooking that.
take it over to them to barbecue. But yeah, if he barbecued, it might have been some hot. I mean, it wasn't
Yeah,
put some stuff on. But yeah, he didn't what you call it, but he did like the hamburger helper. You know, he got
yeah.
us teaching us how to do that. My mom teaching us how to do that. Try to do
So
some
like my
eggs
dad, he knew how to
and
cook.
yeah,
Yeah, just didn't
yeah. But
much.
then it was. I
Well,
mean,
much.
yeah. So
Yeah,
so it was a little more. I think it was a little more lenient
yeah.
as far as like letting
Oh,
kids get in the kitchen
yeah.
and cook at a
Firing up the
yeah,
stoves.
cooking over the gas and over the flame. So I mean, we learned by trial and error with stuff. So,
So how
but
did that the roles of the house? How did that affect the roles of the house in your mind?
I don't. It didn't.
Mm,
Not because my father was still
the
providing and
head.
paying
Mm,
the bills and stuff. My mom was. I mean, she was working and doing her piece. You know,
yeah.
and at that age, you really don't know how to you know where the finances or who's paying for what or whatever like that till you get older. And it's like, oh, daddy still
Mm,
paid for all of that stuff during that time. I mean, but mama would get during like holidays and things
mm.
like that. Then she would be back in the kitchen or on the weekends, or if she didn't have,
No,
if she
yeah,
didn't have to work or
yeah.
something, then she would get us a hot meal.
What about your grandparents? Did you meet your
Oh
grandparents?
yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Uh,
My grandparents were. I would just go over there. I mean, that's where I would
it was
go
straight
in the morning.
traditional then.
Oh man, my grandmother. That's why I remember going because I would go over there before school every morning, and hot,
Yeah, everything.
biscuits,
Yeah,
and I mean, just all of the stuff where it's
everything.
like.
Yeah.
No, when I got married, I was like, I can't get a biscuit.
Can't
And my
wait.
wife was like, you can put them in the oven yourself. You can't get
Sure.
some bacon. You can fry it outside if you want some yourself. But
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. I mean, I mean, it always smells so good and I mean, just
that's the same
yeah.
thing.
But
Like my grandmother and my mom, they were just the kitchen
oh,
professionals.
they make it look easy.
Yeah,
So you think, oh, I could do that.
they throw together. Cause
Nope.
my mom, she used to just like she was literally a pantry chef. You know what I'm saying? Meaning she'd
Just
pull,
go pull it out there.
yeah, blah blah blah. So here we go. And we used to have all kinds of stuff. Stuff I ain't like. I
That's
like stewed tomatoes. I didn't used to like stewed tomatoes. I used to like lima beans. I hate like and peas. I used
woo.
to hate cabbage
Oh
because I
my
used to think it
God.
was lettuce, and I'm like,
That's
you
all
ain't
the stuff
supposed
that's
to.
just like now
Yeah,
be like,
love it.
ooh,
Broccoli.
God.
No,
Some butter beans
the
and
only reason butter beans, the lima beans, that go. Don't be trying to turn that up. Don't try to make it sound sexy.
ooh, some butter
No,
beans.
ain't I
Oh,
still don't like them waxy jokers, unless they're in like some goulash or something, in
uh,
a soup or
one
something.
little corn mixed up in it.
Yeah, whatever. But like my grandmother, she was like the epitome of cooking.
Mm-hmm.
She's she used to make a cherry pie that I to this day I do not eat cherry pie because nothing comes close to it, man. Yeah, to this day. She used to make an apple pie.
Mm-hmm.
My mom got the apple pie. She don't try to make cherry pie. And then my grandmother, the the first thing she ever taught me to do was make cheese sauce for broccoli.
Okay.
Yeah, so she put it in the pan and she'd put like some milk. She'd put a little bit of flour and then she'd put some cheese in there and you just stir it up to the right thickness that you wanted and then just pour it over the broccoli. Woo wee. Those were the times.
Mm.
All right, next question before I start getting hungry.
All right.
So we talked about the traditional roles, and we both said there was nothing that made us think less of our
Mm-mm.
mother or less of our father and all that stuff. But how did the military life? Of course, we're talking about DFACs, we're talking about MREs when you're out
Mm-hmm.
in the field, or C rations, depending on how old you are. Uh, the famous potlucks.
Uh,
How did that shape your relationship with food,
okay. So
or did it?
not so much as I don't know. I guess MREs and uh, defects help you to appreciate food more. Potlucks just opened up. opened up window to different, being in the military, different cultures, because we
Yeah.
had like,
Once you trust.
yeah, once you felt like you could eat their food, because you can't eat
Don't
everybody's
act like y'all see
food.
them TikToks where the
Yeah,
dog sitting there, the lady sitting there talking, and she's making
the
something, and
dog licking the
the dog
spoon,
licking it like
how the
it's,
cat is walking on top of
and
the
then
thing.
she go,
Yeah.
oh my
So,
god,
but yeah, I mean, and the thing with the defects, the probably the most experience I would have with defects is eating in the
breakfast.
hospital. Yeah, eating in
Yeah.
the hospital
Hey,
cafeteria, but
hey.
not, as a soldier. So I wasn't doing that. But MREs, we ate MREs.
Them hospital
Them,
cafeterias, they was the 5-star restaurant. Shoot, for us
but you had some good.
non-hospital
Yeah,
folks.
but you had some good. What the same? I mean, they go through the same training. We had the same
Yeah, no, I know
same
they're
chefs
cooks.
and all of that stuff. Cooks that go through there,
Hmm.
so you would get the food, and depending on
Yeah,
where you were stationed, your greens might be different
yeah,
down here
yeah, yeah.
in Georgia than they were up
Up
in
in,
New
yeah,
York. So
yeah.
so it just depends on
It
who
was a
was
cook.
cooking the
Yeah,
stuff.
and I,
MREs are
yeah.
just if you haven't had an MRE, please go out and
Meal ready to
yeah,
eat.
try to eat. I mean, try one.
Yeah.
Try one. Ask somebody if they have any from the military. If they
Get
have any,
two. Try
yeah.
one cold.
And they have
Try
heaters now
one
for
hot.
them, so yeah, so you
Yeah,
can
but
heat
try
up.
one cold. Throw the heater away. And then try one hot.
Yeah, I mean, and you will complain less, especially give it to your kids, and they will complain less about
What's
your
in
meals
front
for
of them?
sure. Yeah, they will eat whatever you put in front of them, for sure. But yeah, as far as like shaping my relationship with food, no, I mean, just introduce me to different
Yeah,
stuff,
that's what I'm about to say.
and either
Yeah.
help me to say, yep, I really do like that, or nope, you can keep that. I don't, not necessary. Don't cook that.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much say. So I will say this. Maybe people don't know this, but dining facilities they have Army focused recipes
Hmm.
that is supposed to help you basically be the best soldier you can be.
Right. It's supposed to be heart
Right.
healthy and all of that other good
So
stuff.
technically, everywhere you go, the food should taste the same. But as we know, there's people that got sold. There's people that
Hmm.
got the different levels of care and want and desire to put in their food, and they put a little
A
extra
little
here,
extra in
a
it.
little
Yeah.
Lowry's.
That's right.
So, um, but yeah, and like he was saying, depending on the dining facility manager, depending on the cooks and the talent that they have, that would determine how the food would turn out.
Yeah.
And then they came up with this soul food Thursday, and that's where you get your catfish, you get your
Oh,
ribs, you get
your
your
greens.
collards, you get
Yeah.
your macaroni and cheese.
I mean, they do that in the
Hospital.
they had a hospital.
Yeah,
They had like it'd be like the tortilla soup
yeah,
day. I mean, so
yeah,
they all had this certain theme days
yeah.
that
And I'll
they would
tell you, a
have.
good DFAC manager is a hero because they really get down like that. But as far as food, the military shaped me a lot
Mm-hmm.
because uh, once again, being from Ohio.
You a picky athlete
Well,
anyway.
because
So
I'm from Ohio, man, there's, you know what I'm saying? There was no crab legs in daggone Ohio
wasn't none of that
that
Middletown.
wasn't, yeah, you ain't go to the river and get some flounder.
Get
So
some blue crab
yeah, I had,
out of
what
the
is
Ohio.
the Stokely, what was the Stokely's fish patty or whatever it was. That's what we used to eat. That was the
What the
closest thing.
Gordon's
We'll go,
fisherman. That's
yeah.
right.
That was the only thing and that was from the DFAC, I
Mm.
mean, from the school
Mm-hmm.
cafeteria. So, but no, I didn't grow up on seafood. There was no interest at all in shrimp, crab legs, or fish. We had catfish,
Mm-hmm.
and catfish, I used to like catfish until I realized that not everybody pulls them veins out that has that waste in there. But anyway, uh, so the military, I would say the DFACs introduced like yakisoba.
Yep.
That used to be my
Yep.
jam. That's like a spaghetti meat thing. Whew, I love. If you
Mm-hmm.
probably know what it is, but I used to love me some yakisoba. Um, but it introduced me to different foods,
Okay.
and then potlucks did the same thing.
Yep.
Uh, once you have trust, you don't do a potluck on the first day you getting there. Get to trust people
That's right.
and
Let
talk to
people
them
let you
about
know,
how
be
they
like,
cook.
eat that,
Yeah,
don't eat that.
yeah, yeah. But potlucks bring you. It usually brings you the nationality
Hmm.
from their home.
Oh yeah.
So if you got
Oh,
Hispanics,
absolutely.
Asians, blacks, uh, Irish, you get those
Yep.
different foods. So that was an experience, learning experience
Yep.
for me. And then the MREs.
Ooh.
So when I first came in the army, same with him, they were in a brown bag,
Yep.
and there were, I think, eight.
There wasn't any heaters
I
at that
think it's at
time.
no, there's
Yeah.
eight of them. I think it was eight or 12. I
Was it
can't
that?
remember.
I didn't.
Yeah, it was
We
eight or
didn't. We did
12.
get offered that many.
But
It was like
we
four to
used
six
to,
in
yeah. Well, I was at Fort
college.
Riley's, and we used to be out in the field for 30 days,
Mm.
and we used to have them MREs. We needed them, sea rations. But back in the day, it was spaghetti
Mm-hmm.
with the cheese sauce. It was the
Omelet,
all beef hot
hot
dogs.
dogs,
Ooh,
omelet,
love that. The omelet, not
stroganoff. Was it?
cold though. You tripping? You bringing
Ugh.
stuff in there. That was the chicken and rice,
Chicken and rice was. Yeah, I'll
and
eat the
the
chicken and rice.
what else? There was something else. Oh, the was it meatloaf?
Meatloaf. Yeah.
Meatloaf. So there was some that was cool, but like you said, there wasn't no heater,
Hmm.
so you'd have to warm them up on the
That was
trucks.
probably the worst thing is that they would cold. I mean, them things would be cold and
You'd have to put them on the engine blocks, put them on the heater, the pot belly stove.
oh,
But then they came out with the heaters, and once you figure out how the heater works,
hmm,
don't put too much water in there.
turn into field chefs.
Yeah, a lot of people they use those heaters, and when they take them out, the heater ain't do nothing. You take them out, now the heater's on. It's over there smoking. That's funny. Okay, memory lane. But it opened up my
Open up your palate.
yeah,
Yeah, getting
and
some
then
different
Nikki
foods.
Nikki really introduced the seafood, being from Georgia and
Hmm.
stuff like that. So
Yeah.
that's how it did for me.
Okay. All right. Do you remember the first time you cooked a real meal for your family? And what was it?
Yeah.
How did it feel? How did it make you feel?
So I've been to Korea a total of 3 times for 4 years
Mm-hmm.
in my career, and every time that I went to Korea, um, I learned how to barbecue again. So Korea was my first real introduction to barbecue, meaning because they barbecued everywhere you
Mm-hmm.
went when we first came in. The barracks was barbecued. But anyway, but when I went to Korea, uh, they used to have. I was up in 2ID, and they used to have these little outdoor grills that people would cook on every weekend. We played dominoes and stuff around there. But when I got in the army is when I started to watch how people would grill
Okay.
and see what it took. And it was all charcoal back then. And so learning the techniques of that. And so my first time in Korea was 93, 94. And when I came back, I got one of them old square round grills.
Oh,
Hey, them
that ain't even a
things,
Weber. That's a
they,
Char.
that's a Weber. It's the first generation of Weber.
First Weber generation.
But hey, you figure out that charcoal,
Yeah.
you can make miracles happening, and so that's where my interest in barbecue came.
Mm-hmm.
And the second time I went to Korea was 10 years later,
Okay.
and I was staying in a house, and we'd have picnic table out front of my house. We played cards and dominoes, not just every weekend, but whenever people would stop
Mm-hmm.
by, and we'd always throw stuff on the grill. And so that's where I mastered my ability to
Okay.
grill.
That's
And so all that to say, my first meal that I cooked for a family, it was for Nikki and Kaylin.
okay.
And we invited some people over when she was living in out in Benning. And I grilled all of the steaks, the meat, hamburgers, hot dogs, baked potatoes, and corn. So
Okay.
I did,
Did
yeah, I did all
everything
that
then.
stuff. She made other sides, but
Mm-hmm.
that was the first time I did it, and To this day, Kaylin won't order a steak, but she'll ask for a piece of my steak because she liked the way I cook steaks.
Okay.
And Nikki's the same way. She won't eat a full steak, but she really likes the way I cook steak. So,
Okay.
what
Yep.
about you?
Well, I guess
It
first.
felt good, by the way.
Yeah, it feels
Felt
real
good
good.
getting a little
Yeah.
pat on your back.
Like especially when they go, yeah, it was good.
They're like,
Okay. All right.
"Ooh." When they look at you like,
Then
"Ooh."
yeah, the first one probably for the and I when you say fam, when you talk about the fam, I'm talking about with the kids and
Right.
all that stuff was breakfast.
Mm.
Not doing like some waffles
Mm.
and eggs and bacon and stuff. I mean, and that just you learn how to do that because I didn't cook. I mean, in college I didn't cook any because I didn't have
Nothing.
cooking
Devices,
facilities.
right?
Yeah, I had a
Mhm.
microwave, so
Mhm.
when we talk about cook, I wasn't gonna feed them anything out of can like when I
Ramen.
was eating. Ooh, roast beef hash. I used to eat roast beef hash sandwiches with some mustard on it. It was tasty.
That's
It was
horrible.
very good.
That sounds
But
disgusting.
yeah, just breakfast. Started off with like breakfast, and then again started barbecue because I didn't grow up with somebody
Yeah.
teaching me how to barbecue and anything like
Yeah.
that. Not until I got married, and my wife's family, her father and
They
brother.
grilled.
Oh man, grill master. I mean, they grill. I mean, ooh, yeah. So learn by default. They didn't have a
Right.
choice, but learn by default. Cause it's
Right.
like, okay, these jokers
They gonna keep
they
showing
ain't
me
gonna
up
clown
now.
me. Yeah, they not
You
gonna
know,
clown
come to
me on
my
that
house
stuff.
and grill.
Yeah, so gotta have that stuff down. So once I started that learning that, started grilling in the same way with you trying to start off with some charcoal. And you
Yeah.
don't know how hot you make this fire too hot, or you ain't
Yeah.
hot enough, or not knowing the hot spots on the. I mean, all of those things that you will learn once you
Ooh.
start grilling on a
Yeah.
regular basis. You'll learn your grill is a part of you because you
Right.
know where to
Yeah.
set stuff to get it at a certain heat, where to put stuff to where you just want it to be warm in, or what.
Right.
So learn that. Then
Yep.
again, steaks. That's for
Yeah.
steaks, and then just knowing how to learning how to
When to flip,
oh man,
and
yeah,
then going
season
from
them up.
charcoal to
Yeah.
daggone.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
seasoning.
So
Seasoning's huge.
you learn that, and if you
Yeah.
make them so that you ain't burn them up, or you make them so that they not too salty or anything like that, because
Why you say salty like that?
man, uh,
Why
man,
you say salty with your face all turned up?
because my wife, uh, my wife. She appreciates my food. She likes my food now
Okay.
to this day. But starting off, not very forgiving,
Okay. What do
especially
you mean?
when
Audra?
and I understand a little bit because she grew up with folks that knew how to barbecue and
Right.
season some stuff up. So
Okay.
when you barbecuing, you try some different stuff.
Yeah.
You experiment, and you're trying to learn.
You ain't gonna win
You're trying to
everything.
learn.
You ain't gonna win everything in
so
the
it might be
beginning.
might have been a time or two where I somehow too much salt got on the ribs.
Somehow, it
Yeah,
spilled over.
so yes, or on the chicken wings or something like that, and
Uh-huh.
then you hear about it, and to this day, still hear about salt. My wife, every time if I'm cooking something barbecue, especially if I'm barbecuing like some ribs or wings or something like that, she's like, "Don't make them too salty." I'm like, when is the last time? You talking about something that happened 20 years ago, 25
Still
years
bringing
ago,
it up.
and you still bring it up every time. Don't matter how many times I make. And then after, I finish it and give it to you, she's like,
Good job.
right, and right there. Don't change. And it's like, I ain't changed nothing in 25 years,
She's a hater.
except for that time that
She's a hater.
I did put too much salt on it. It happens. It happens sometime, and I apologize. But yeah, I
Oh,
mean,
my
it's
goodness.
I mean that was the start of it, and then just then after that, learning how to do a deep fry a turkey.
Ooh,
Yeah, so once I
that's my
learned,
jam.
did that and
Yeah.
learned that, and I mean that's something that I got to do every.
Do you remember
I
the
don't do
first thing you ever cooked? That included a stovetop or oven?
probably some malto meal.
What is that?
It's like cream of wheat.
Oh,
I'm
oh.
surprised that y'all.
I
Well,
know cream
what?
of wheat.
She did.
We did
I
Uncle
think Audrey
Ben's
had that
cream
in
of wheat.
Ohio, but
Yeah, we did.
malto meal. It's like a
Yeah,
It's
we
like a
did
wheat
Uncle
based type
Ben's.
of thing. So yeah, so that was
That's
first, but that's when I was a kid. So that and hamburger helper.
yeah.
Used to cook the
Hamburger
hell out of
helper,
some hamburger
shoot.
helpers. So
Hamburger helper. Hey, it used to be with crackers or on bread, toast.
ooh yeah, you just put some white bread. Just
Yeah.
white bread. Had your two slices of white bread with your like
Let's see.
carb on carb.
The
So
first thing I cooked, the first thing I cooked was cookies.
so you made cause you was
Made chocolate
baking.
chip cookies. I tried it. I tried it.
Why
You
ain't you
did
baking
home
now
ec.
then?
You did home ec in school.
No.
You never did home ec in school.
I'm trying to think what I did and didn't do home ec. I did something else because I know we
Wow.
had to do. I did it. No, I
Yeah,
did.
home ec
Yeah,
was a
we did. I
requirement.
did do it.
Yeah.
I did do it.
So, but this was years
Forget
before
all
home
that
ec.
shit that we used to have to do
But
in
I
school.
did cookies, chocolate chip cookies. My mom was there. She wasn't supervising because I was like, I got it. And I finished them, came out the oven, and they were sitting there. They were cooked a little long, but they weren't like hard or
It was
nothing.
okay. A
And
little crispy, but not.
yeah, my dad was home. And he was like, what you got here? So I was like, cookies. I was proud of the bug. That joker took a bite of. He was like, okay. They're a little salty though.
Oh,
So what I did was I put, instead of using the cup of sugar, I used a cup of salt. But
ooh.
props to my dad for not clouding me. He didn't cloud me, but that's the first thing.
He say we can save these for the winter time. We can put them out on the driveway to melt the ice.
That's funny. Do you have any cooking disasters?
Um, yeah, I mean
What?
that's one. I mean that
The
put too much
salty?
salt. Yeah,
Well,
put
that's
too much
just.
salt on something or burning up shit. What did I burn up a lasagna one time? I mean just
I tried to.
shit
I
like
tried
that.
to fry some chicken,
Oh,
and everything was
that's
cool,
hard.
man.
Frying
Hey,
chicken is hard.
I was ready. I read the instructions and did everything, but for some reason my hands are a little heavy, and I put the grease on high heat. I put
You
I
start
put
to
that chicken.
blow up once you put the chicken in.
I put that chicken in. That daggone grease squirting, shooting all over the
Oh,
place. I was surprised I didn't burn the house down. Nikki was right there with me. So I think I can deep fry a turkey now, but that daggone chicken is a Achilles heel for your boy.
see, I wonder what. See, and I haven't perfected frying
No,
chicken or
me
anything
either.
like that.
Nah, I can't even lie.
Part of the reason is I can't. I had to do it outside, and in Texas it just be too hot. Be too hot sometimes for that. Be
You can't
frying
fry
something.
chicken in the house.
Man, my wife even. I mean, just my wife. My wife. She has
Real soon,
yeah.
people. Real soon.
She has certain
Issues.
things that yeah.
Yeah, that don't
I
happen.
call them the. And I'm sorry, I don't mean nothing bad about anybody, but I call it the crazy box.
Oh.
So she got certain stuff inside of her crazy box.
Well, go ahead and tell the people. You
That,
do too.
Yeah, I do
Everybody
too, but
does.
It's not, but
Yeah.
she got a lot of
Her
stuff
box.
in there. Yeah, her box is full. I mean, it's full of some stuff. It's a lot more. But everybody has a crazy. I should say that. Let me start. Everybody has a crazy
Hey,
box.
it's too late.
Some
Moving
are
on.
more full, some are more
You done
full
put,
than
you done
others.
put your foot in
Some
your
are more
mouth.
full than others. So that's one of her.
Next question is.
That's one of her crazy boxes. Things that are in her crazy boxes, just like frying food or even cooking some stuff in the house.
That don't happen.
So I mean, we got a better and that was partly because sometimes the house
you
that
burn up
we
stuff.
had they just had like the little microwave vent thing, which really wasn't venting
wasn't really
stuff
venting.
out. Wasn't venting it outside.
Out the house, yeah.
So you had a whole house smelling like
Fish
hamburgers,
and chicken for
chicken,
days.
yeah, bacon. So so
But she
once we got it,
she ain't took that out of her box, huh?
no, it's still there. regardless of how different. But it's good though
Y'all have
because
a
I
nice
learned,
house though, but y'all
dude. I done learned many techniques where I can do stuff, and she won't even know that won't even know that I cooked it in the
like you
house.
smoke it.
Oh, I know how to do. It taught me to. It taught me how to. Okay, once I get finished cooking this, gotta wash that pan real quick. Boom, 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 boom. 3 candles there, window open right there, fan
She'll be
still
home with
going.
it.
Yeah, I'd be like, I got enough time. She won't know.
Oh my goodness! All right.
Yeah. So yes.
Do you think, since you already put your foot in the mouth, do you think some men still treat cooking like it's optional or like it's the wife's job,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
not
And
their job?
yeah, still to this day and age,
Yeah.
man, we can't get past a lot of our society.
Macho
Yeah,
man.
can't get past a lot of that stuff, and that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy, crazy, crazy to me. But yes, absolutely. I think that some men still expect the woman to cook everything and feel like they can't cook
Clean. And
anything and clean and do stuff like that, which is that's nuts.
it's one thing I learned very quick in marriage is that the best way to make it through is try to find out everybody's strengths.
Yep.
And one thing that I've learned is that my strength is cleaning, Nikki's strength is cooking. So I cook sometimes. I still do the. let me move on. So yes, I think.
See it, and ours are like. I mean, because in early in our in our marriage relationship, because Audra had cooking stuff in her area, so she would cook chicken and rice, and
uh,
spaghetti and stuff like that. So was able to
yeah,
benefit off some of that, and then
right.
she like when after we got married, she would bring some of that in, but it was like her recipe book was
A little
short.
tight.
It was
It's a little
short. So
tight.
listen to this. When she got mad at me one time because I was like, it
What
felt
he's
like
saying is it was limited.
it felt because and she got. I mean, and it's funny. She and this was probably like we had been married for like 2 years maybe,
Uh-huh.
and and I made the mistake being young and dumb, ignorant young husband dumb. I said, man, I really don't like that chicken and rice. Was it chicken and rice or lemon chicken? It was one of them. It was chicken and rice. So I really don't like that that chicken and rice. But that was because I felt like I was getting it like felt like it was coming every other day.
But in her mind, she was doing
She
it
was
for
like,
you.
"Oh, I'm done with that.
Oh,
What else don't you?" And then I
oh,
was like, "Oh,
oh.
let me shut the hell up. Stop talking." And you know what? To this day, she has not made chicken and rice again. Or
That was
lemon
probably
chicken.
her favorite too.
I make it now,
That's
so it don't.
so disrespectful.
I'll make it now,
So
but yeah.
disrespectful.
So if you're out there and your wife is cooking something, just shut the hell up. Don't
Shut up.
say nothing.
Yeah,
Don't say a thing.
yeah.
Keep your mouth closed.
Because I remember that time. No, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. So yeah, I think that just because, like you said, the macho thing out there,
Cheese move.
yeah, some people get taught that. Some people see that on TV, thinking it's their job to leave the house and go to work, and the wife's job to clean and cook and take care of the kids. And I'm gonna just tell you now, unless you making $30 million a year, you're losing an opportunity to help your family.
Yes, absolutely.
So if you still think that, that's on you, buddy.
Yeah. So I mean, I already know this
Yeah.
answer. So who in the house now cooks more, you or Nikki?
Oh, Nikki. But I will say this: we've graduated. So Nikki was also from that mindset of, at a minimum, the woman's responsibility is to have a meal, a dinner for her husband. So she used to like almost overdo it trying to get, because she was getting her college, getting her master's, still working, and still trying to put food on the table, and I had to remind her that a sandwich is good, and I can do that. So we evolved. She still is the hands down best cook in the house.
Okay.
But now we sort of rotate. So like
Okay.
like me, I make tacos. And my tacos are, I mean, they're just be
It's
real.
taco.
I'm gonna just be nah, man. They're tacos. You know what I'm saying? So I make tacos, and anybody has my tacos, I promise you they'll walk away like, what?
They
God
gonna come back
no.
on some more.
Yeah,
Okay.
like there's some real stuff happening over here.
Okay.
My spaghetti's good. Baked chicken and rice. It's probably better than ours, but uh,
I don't know. I don't think so. I think her chicken and
so
rice from
not your
25
baby,
years ago, 30 years ago
not your
is
baby.
still.
But yeah. So, but she
I would
cooks
love for her to
more.
make that again.
She cooks. Look at the camera. And tell her
Please.
for you.
I already know the answer to that though.
Hey, it's too late. Oh, because of the
Done.
words you said.
That ship is sailed.
But she cooks more. She cooks better. She has a whole lot more. Her recipe book is thick.
Thick.
Mine is very limited. So
Okay.
she wins that one hands down.
Yeah.
But it's choice. It's not because she feels like she has to, and it's not because I
Like doing it.
expect. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
Well, she don't really like doing it, but
Eh,
but
yeah.
here's the truth: the option is eating out, and when you're eating out, diet is not controlled,
Nope.
right? And so we're retired now, and I'm as heavy as I need to be ever in life, and I'm working to lose that. I'm trying to get down in the 270s. I'm gonna bleep that out. Beep. Forget I just said that, but I'm trying to.
Maintain.
And cooking is better than eating out, even in the so-called great eat out
And a lot of
places.
times you get better ingredients.
Yeah.
Fresher ingredients.
Okay.
I should say sometimes. Yeah, I cook more now than because I
Better
went back
cook?
to work. I think so. Right now, I mean,
You didn't say it with confidence. Are you a better cook
than her
than
now.
Audra
Yes, right now I am
Okay.
because she has given me the opportunity
to grow?
to grow and
And
get
learn.
better at it, and the constructive criticism that I
So
need
say thank you.
in order to
So she
be
supported
that
you.
cook. She has encouraged
Okay.
it. She
Hey.
has invested in it.
Okay.
So
You still
Yes.
already put your foot in the mouth, but
she'll say it. She'll say that out.
you better
Because I
cook.
mean, because I really do. I enjoy doing it. I enjoy adding, a thing or two.
a little
you
bit, a
know,
little bump
Yeah,
here.
to spice it up a little bit. So but Audra does all of the cleaning. I mean, and I absolutely fully appreciate that piece because I try to cook I try to clean as I cook with a lot of stuff,
Yeah.
but after the fact,
Yeah.
after everybody eats and stuff, she'll knock that she takes care of all of that, but that's just one of her superpowers. and
Nikki
that she enjoys
doesn't.
doing.
Nikki doesn't give me credit. She says the elves clean when she goes to shower and goes to bed. When she wakes up in the morning,
If you tell her, it's like 5 of these elves explode from my body.
yeah,
To do all of the
there's
cleaning.
one mad elf. No, I'm just playing. So, all right. So let me ask you this: what's your go-to flex meal when you want to impress? Say you're having people over to your house. You never cooked for them before, but you're going to have dinner. What's your flex meal?
Um, I'll probably do like some steak. Yeah, I mean, because that's steak, some Brussels sprouts, some type of starch, potato or something like that with it.
I hate
Well,
Brussels
I can do
sprouts.
broccoli for you. I
There
can
you
do
go.
broccoli.
There
I
you
can
go.
do roast vegetables, something like that. And then if we have them back again, and I might do some lasagna for them or some spaghetti.
Trying to,
Hey,
he
or I might try to
he trying to start.
hook them up with. I gotta hit them with some risotto. With a little risotto and
I just asked
so
for
we
what
just-
it clearly says. What's your go-to flex
probably
meal?
Steak is a
Steak,
steak
okay.
is a safe, easy. Or some I do chicken wings. I can do some chicken wings with it.
Don't put too much salt on.
Some roast, without the salt. I
My
try to be
flex
heart
meal
healthy.
is steaks, ribs, anything on the grill, including a baked potato. I like doing that on the grill. Um, I also have tacos, so I had to throw a couple in there since you did that.
Okay. Nah, this
But
you
my
know.
go-to meal would be grilled steaks with grilled baked potato with butter and garlic,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can add whatever you want, and probably corn.
Okay.
I'm learning how to make this Spanish corn,
This I
and
mean, and I just started really
well,
digging more
Nikki showed
into
me the way:
how to do it.
tahine, mayonnaise, and a little bit of smidge of Lowry's.
It's okay. I
Hey,
did
I'm
ask
telling
her
you, you just boil the daggone corn
corn.
and just shave it off and put it in a bowl and put in that mayonnaise, the tahine, and taste it and sprinkle a little Lowry or salt and pepper.
I wonder if it'd be different if you grill the corn.
No, I've never
You give
done
it a
that.
different
Yeah,
taste,
I
huh?
probably would,
I
but
had to try to get the first piece
I don't.
together first.
In my corn, I don't like mushy corn in
Mm-hmm.
my Mexican corn.
Okay.
So grilled would probably be a little too soft
Mm,
for me.
okay.
So, but that would be my go-to meal
Okay.
right
That
there
sounds good.
when I want to impress. When jokers leave the table full, happy.
That's right.
Oh man,
So what other than what we talked about before, what would be your biggest kitchen uh, fail or I don't say hardship, but
my biggest,
challenge?
yeah,
What's your biggest challenge?
my biggest kitchen fail. So unfortunately, trial and error is how you learn. So
I
I would probably say
understand.
outside of the burning up the kitchen chicken and the too much salt in the cookies, I'd probably say the time I used Bisquick for the first time to make pancakes,
Yeah.
and they turned out okay. They were real thick, and I was like, oh man, but there was no flavor in
Yeah, you
them at
got to
all.
season biscuit up.
Well, I didn't know
Yeah.
at the time,
Yeah.
and so my mom, everybody, it was like during the holidays, so my mom, my sister, Nikki, everybody was here, and I'm just like, so that's where you try to make sure you get that regular butter and put a lot of butter on there, and then use that some good old maple syrup. Hope that it takes up, but yeah, that's mine. What about you?
It's other than what we talked about before. It's probably whenever I first started trying to, and this has been recently in the last few years, is learning, doing the pizzas
Yeah,
at home with the pizza oven.
uni
So trying to, learn how to get the pizza on the
to
what do
pull
you
it
call the
off
thing?
of the.
Yeah, to pull it off onto
Need
the
a lot of
thing
flour.
and not have what you call them little pizza rolled strombolis and
Yeah,
stuff. Trying to
yeah,
get because you couldn't get the pizza
yeah,
off of the
yeah,
pizza ladle. Or,
yeah. Piece of yeah. Okay,
yeah, so that's been the
yeah.
biggest kitchen
I
fail.
can relate because
Yeah.
my first pizza I got on camera where I had it looking pretty sitting on there, and I go to put it in the uni, and you try to snatch it,
It ain't
and
moved.
it ain't moved. Then you get the spatula, and it ends up just curling up.
Just rolling it on there.
It's a mess.
Mm,
So I can relate to that.
yeah.
All right, look. Do you think being able to cook changes how your kids see you as a man?
Oh no, not at all.
Okay.
If anything, I mean they appreciate
Yeah.
that dad cooks and wants to cook
Added
because they'll
skill.
ask for different stuff if it's on their birthday or something. It's like, could you make me such and such,
Mm.
or can you make this? So that they'll ask me to cook, which gives me a joy in
Yeah.
my heart. So I don't think not at
Yeah.
all, not at
I,
all.
like agreed. And then the evolution of man uh, has to be taking on talents
Mm-hmm.
to show your kids that A, it can be done, and B, it can be done well.
Yep. Yeah,
So
I want my son to know that
yeah,
it's
you
like
should be cooking. Yeah,
you
helping
need
your
to be
family
doing
out.
that. Yep.
Absolutely. Because nowadays, the majority of people think that two income homes is just taking a lot of time. So if you're not a man and you're not contributing that For me, that's a problem.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I agree with you there. But just know this, cooking is about more than just food, right? It's about care, it's about presence. And for a lot of us who spent years eating on the go or in formation, yeah, I'm talking about the field, um, it's it's cooking for the people that you love is like it's a badge of honor, and especially when they feel that it's tasty. So I believe it's
Yeah,
healing, man.
it's a yeah, it's feel
Yeah,
good, and it's more about than being a provider. It's about being present,
yeah.
being there. So yes, real men do cook.
Heck yeah, real
They
man
they
cook.
do cook, and real families appreciate a man who can stand over the stove and throw down,
Yes.
for his people.
So thank you for listening to Four Titles, One Truth. And if you're listening and you're a man and you're not cooking now, hey, wake up. Figure it out. Get a handle on it. Yeah,
That's right.
if you're an apron guy, put an apron on. That's up to you.
That's right. And if you're a woman listening, go ahead and brag. If your man knows how to
Throw
throw
down.
down, in the kitchen, and tell us in the comments or shoot us a message on Instagram, TikTok,
Facebook, TikTok,
YouTube,
YouTube.
Facebook.
We all over
of
the
those
place.
things
Yep.
at Four Titles, One Truth.
Hey, and it's another episode. But we ask that you don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to leave a rating, share the episode with somebody, or just tell somebody, hey, y'all need to start listening to Four Titles, One True.
Yep. And we'll see you next time,
Hey.
so we can keep the conversation going, y'all.
There it is.
So we enjoy it.
Holla.
All right. Out.